Is there a link I can share?
I already shared it a whole bunch of places, but I'll give you the link in just a second because we're starting now. Haha, hello everyone. This is Horror Show Interviews. I'm sorry, Horror Show Sorry, I can hear myself talking in my video. Right, here we go. It's Horror Show Entertainment's interview number 7, and this one is with Rayanimator. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Rayanimator. I'm Ray.
I was going to say you got to speak so it goes to your camera.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, one time I actually interviewed somebody, probably my favorite YouTuber, and I clicked on his video and it never went back to me.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the whole time it was like, oh well, this is kind of just focused on him. But let's see what else. Oh, the link. That's right. Real quick. All right, so you can share that to a few pages if you'd like.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yerp. And I hate to say it, but I didn't write down any questions because I was in such a hurry last night and this morning. But I can think of some off the top of my head, so it's no problem.
All right.
I failed.
No, not at all.
Just be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're fired. Yeah. So we're here to talk about the start of your channel and what you want to do with it and stuff. So let's see. Well, what kind of video do you want to make first?
Probably I'd like to do a review, like just straight off the bat. The most recent movie I did watch was Veronica on Netflix, which I have feelings about. So I feel like since that's, like the freshest one, maybe that would be the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Veronica, so I can't really speak for it. I've heard decent things or mixed things about it, which is you liked it?
I mean, I'm not like a huge ghost and like paranormal type movies aren't the first thing I would go to. So there's that. And then I wasn't brought up with a strong religious background. So sometimes that stuff kind of escapes me. I can appreciate it. But there were other things about the movie that kind of were bothering me that I wanted to address. It wasn't a bad movie. It definitely wasn't, what everyone hyped it up to be, that it was like killing people and people couldn't make it through the movie. I saw a lot of weird reviews about that. I don't know who got paid to say that. So, I mean, or maybe people just have different thresholds for horror.
Yeah, I mean, you said you grew up with a religious background or not with a religious background?
Not religious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see how it can scar more people if they were like hardcore religious when they were younger.
Yeah, I could see that, definitely.
I mean, like, have you seen what happened to the people who watched The Exorcist in 1973?
Yeah, my older sister could never make it through The Exorcist, and I would feel like some sort of like sick joy out of that, like just watching her watch it, seeing her reaction, because it didn't hit me the same way, and it was amazing.
I think I saw that when I was 13, and I was probably too old to be watching that movie. Like, if I was younger, I'd see it scaring me, but I kind of got immune to horror movies when I was 12 or 11.
You got desensitized.
Yeah, I saw enough scary things to scare me, but I was more focused on the gore and stuff when I was in my younger years. I still am, but like
Oh,
I was more of that than paranormal.
definitely.
But the big thing has always been creature features.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a good monster.
Yeah. So uh how, like, trying to think of how to phrase this. So let's say in like a month or so you get like let's say 250 subscribers. Um, how do you how would you feel like would that change change your opinion on what you would do for movies, or would you stick to what you know? Like movie reviews, not movies in general. Like, would you try to get better equipment, or would you try to do a different type of video? You know?
I think definitely I would work to get better equipment just to, I feel like I would, some part of me, like you, everyone that had been watching me would deserve that,
Mm,
not like so grainy and like not sitting on a beanbag chair, maybe like, better quality like that, you know, I guess it's to some point like they would expect that, but I don't think that I would necessarily change the content because I'm kind of like, I like to lay my cards out and be like, this is what you're going to get. And if you're down for it, I'm down for it and we can do this, you know?
yeah, I meant more along the lines of doing other things with your channel, like not only reviews, but maybe like uh, I don't know if you read books like, but like book reviews or
Oh, yeah,
trailer reactions and stuff.
totally. I would
Yeah, I mean,
totally.
like I'll just say when I first started, I was probably just doing reviews all the time, and it
Hmm.
wasn't until I did a trailer reaction I was like, maybe I should be more give more of a variety on this channel. So, um, yeah, it's definitely good to try to get better equipment and get better content out for the fans if they really start coming in. But
Oh,
like my advice would be if you were to like get let's say 250 subs in a year, then I wouldn't run out to buy the best camera ever, you know? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I understand if like you start off with a good camera, then you don't have to get a new camera. But like I've always had shitty cameras, so
Aw. You're due for an upgrade then. You got a lot of subscribers.
I know I'm actually very happy about that because it took me a long time to get to where I am, and then all of a sudden the subscribers started coming in like crazy.
That's awesome. You deserve it. You
Thank
put
you.
out really good content.
Yeah, I try to get a video every day, and I there's some times where I'm editing a video like, oh, good. I'm ready to fall asleep, and
Oh.
well, I remember a couple times I actually almost did fall. I almost didn't wake back up because I set an alarm after I was done. I waited for it to upload. I said, okay, I'll set this alarm for 5 minutes so I could take a 5 minute nap and I can upload it to YouTube.
Oh.
I woke up 15 minutes later before because 12 o'clock's my deadline for a day,
Hmm.
obviously. So it was like 11:50. I'm like, oh my god.
Crunch time. It's
Yeah,
it's paying off though, man. Like your channel's doing great.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yours is too, actually, with your one video, and then you already have like a whole bunch of fans who are ready to watch your content. It's really cool. We
A
got
lot
like,
of Go ahead.
well, I mean, like when I first started, I had no subscribers and barely anyone watched because I didn't get out there and reach out to people. But it seems like you have what is that, 25 subscribers already or something, or 35?
It's somewhere around there.
Yeah, so you've already got people wanting to see what you have to offer, and it's really cool, you know?
It is cool. I appreciate all of them very much. Um, that I guess I can attribute that. I used to own my own business for a few years. So kind of like the advertising, like you kind of do have to like really put it out there, like any platform you can grab, just kind of like, hey guys. And I was really surprised my dad and my stepmom were watching. Like that was super cool. That made me happy.
Yeah, I mean, the only person who I really show my videos to, my reviews, is my mom, but I don't normally do that anymore because I have so many.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, if I have a really good one, I show it to her. But like, uh, my dad kind of doesn't get it, you know.
That's okay.
You know, I mean, he does. He sometimes he gets it, but he doesn't like think it's the best idea to do it as many hours as I do. but it's
Oh,
my hobby. You know, that's the only hobby I really love to do.
yeah.
And
It's
it's
something you're passionate about, and that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, if I wasn't passionate, I wouldn't be doing it. You know,
True.
I should say that for anybody. Like, if you want to do reviews and you're not passionate, then I would try to watch more movies and then get more knowledgeable into it, and then you might find a secret passion that you had no idea was there.
Yeah, definitely. Sage advice.
I'm a wizard now.
You're a wizard, Harry.
um, yeah. So let's see. Try to think of questions. I should have written some down.
Oh, it's all right.
um. Oh, I got one. Do you think your husband would like to be in some videos of yours?
Um, I think he probably would. So
Hmm.
he's like the extrovert. Like I have never met anyone more of a social butterfly than him. Like kind of person like standing in the grocery aisle like makes like 10 friends in there and I'm just like I'm not an extrovert. I'm a huge introvert. I don't understand how you just put yourself out like that, but like I definitely respect that. And I think he'd be good. He typically doesn't really like the things that I like. And if I pick a movie, he's like, "You're never picking a movie again." But I think he would be into it. I don't know if we could have him like with his face on the screen because he does work for the state, but in some capacity, I'm sure I could probably twist his arm, you know. I'm sure he'd want to join in.
So yeah. I was just trying to reply, but I was listening at the same time. But yeah, it's funny because uh, I'm a combination of introvert and whatever. You know, like I'm a both of them. Like I can be either quiet or I can be really outspoken.
Hmm.
So that's why some people are like, he's really quiet, and they're like, no, no, he is not.
It's one of those like once you get to know, then you just keep going.
Well, like you said, your husband is the person who can make like 10 friends in grocery lane. I work at a grocery store and I make like 100 friends a day. But then I talk to I try to talk to people one on one with like my other employees, and I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, no, that's important.
Yeah.
Definitely. I always get that thing when I start at a job that people think I'm a huge bitch because I don't like I don't really go out of my way for small talk, but like once you get to know me, I talk a lot and I am like a pretty big personality like once I let that, come out. They're like, "Oh, you're really nice. I thought you were a huge bitch." And I was like, "Well, I have resting bitch face, so that I mean doesn't help, you know."
Yeah. The biggest thing I can say is don't ever judge a book by its cover because I've done that a couple times and they've turned out to be really nice people.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's totally true. 100%. Definitely.
So I'm just going to read some of the comments because they're starting to pile up here.
Oh, nice.
So we've got Web Paint Pictures, Chop Block, James Ramirez Mox Trailers, The Horror Show,
Yay.
The Late Late Horror Show, and they're the ones who have commented so far. But I'll go down and say what. Oh, thank you all for joining us, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Wet Paint Pictures is actually resuming production in a few weeks on their short film Voorhees, or their fan film.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know that Cecil from the Horror Show has been really covering that movie up to speed. He's actually interviewed the guy a few times. I've been on a live stream with him him in the Horror Show. So yeah, he seems like a really cool guy too.
Oh, yeah.
And the Horror Show says, "Sup, everyone." Freaking egotistical. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Trying to claim everyone. Hey, everyone, you're all mine.
Oh my God.
He says, check in while preparing today's shows. Oh, aren't you just trying to advertise on my live stream. Just kidding.
Oh my God. I was gonna sit here and be Switzerland.
The Late Late Horror Show says, "What up?" in one word.
What up?
What up? And then Chop Block says, "What's up, everyone?" Another person saying, "Everyone."
Everybody.
No, the Late Late Horror Show says, "Hey Ray, Brian, Cecil, Cody, afternoon." It's almost evening where I am. It sucks.
Same. And the
The Horror Show says, "Sup Dino, sup Cody," and oh wait, I already read that. Oh no, wait, that's Horror Show saying. The Late Late Horror Show says Ray has some some collection of DVDs also. So like Ray has some collection of DVDs also. You know, I can't really say that right.
I do have an auction. No, I don't have an auction. I wish.
Oh no, I said it was more like Ray has some collection of DVDs also.
It's true.
And Cody is the guy from Wet Beat Pictures. So I tried to remember his name. Was like they were saying Cody, and I'm like, who's Cody? I'm thinking of someone else who I know. But yeah, and we got Chop Block saying hi, Brian, with a clown face. I appreciate that. That's the one thing I'm. Go ahead.
Is Cody the one that when they were interviewing, there were like 2 Nirvana posters behind him?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I remember that. I couldn't really see that well at the time, but I remember like the outline of Kurt Cobain, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, he has short brownish hair, I think. No,
yeah.
Kind of like my kind of facial hair, but not like, I don't know. It's been a while since we did that interview, so.
Gotcha.
I got one of those things where, like, if I don't look at somebody and absorb what they look like for a while, then I won't remember what they look like. And they're like, "Hey, Brian." I'm like, "Hey, stranger."
You just go, "Hey,
don't touch me."
Don't touch the art.
This is the art form of Brian Gatto.
The masterpiece.
Eric Harrison from Death Twitch and Speed of Sound says, "I should totally be at church right now." I'm like, go. I can't say anything some people might be religious on here. I can't make a joke.
I mean, you gotta be able to take a joke.
All right. Well, now I can't think of one. I should totally be in hell right now. I don't know.
Same.
I should totally be at church right now. All I can think of is the guy from Typo Negative saying always wanting to die, and then he finally did. He must have been like, "Oh."
Oh, that day killed me though.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter Steele. Well, it sucks because they did like a whole hoax of his death and like actually showed a tombstone. So like the first time, like they faked his death and like ruined my life. And then when he actually died, I was like, no, it's a hoax. And they're like, no, he's dead. And I'm like, oh fuck. Oh, you know.
I can't see. It's weird. Talk again, please. I'm trying to see if this works.
Can you see me now?
Now I can. That's weird.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, stranger. Don't touch me. It's like, This reminds me of cooties for some reason.
Because I'm a girl and I have cooties.
Actually, it's the other way around.
True.
You can say that for, like, you could say I have cooties, and I could say you have cooties, and it would make no difference.
True.
Let's see. I shouldn't have said the things about the horror show. They're probably pissed off at me.
Why? I feel like they're good sports. They're cool guys.
I'm just messing. Eric says I've got the coots.
Ooh,
I know it.
There's creams for that.
Anti-cootie cream.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It suffocates them, perhaps.
Oh, Horace says I'm fine, bro. I'm just working.
Okay, that's a
then.
busy man right there. Both of you guys are busy.
Yeah. He's a lazy bro, not wanting to comment. Jeez. he says it's all fun. He says, our live stream's coming later today on the horror channel. You wanted to plug, right? I don't wait. On our live streams coming later today on the horror channel, you wanted to plug, right? Oh yeah, definitely.
You have to like slide that in there and be like, so our live stream on the horror show tonight, and
Yeah, right. Go see the horror show on their live stream tonight. I know it's a joke, Cecil. I'm just playing along.
We love you.
I love you. Eric says, I've been diagnosed with cooties type C.
Ooh. Is that the treatable kind?
No, it's type C for cooties. If it was treatable, it'd be type T.
True.
Let's see. I should probably think of some questions. Oh, wait. It's untreatable.
Oh.
So it's type U then. Type U for unbearable. Oh. He says, and very contagious. It's very, Eric. Learn to type.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. All right, I'll try to think of some questions now, because this is technically an interview, right?
Yeah, hit me with some questions.
All right. Try to think about more for your channel. Actually, well, I'm thinking of some, the audience, see, so it can help me out here and try to come up with some questions out of the blue. Any questions for Rayanimator or her the future of her channel? The future.
Future.
SpongeBob.
Yes.
I'm glad he got that reference.
Thank God.
Shop Block is like, tell us your life story.
Oh. Oh, we don't have time for that. I've had a long and storied life. I can't remember the monologue from Tusk, so I'm just gonna stop there.
Short involves horror movies. Shorter. It.
I'm short and I like horror movies.
No, I mean like short version. You like horror movies. Even a shorter version. It. So it's it. Or no,
short
you.
life story. Horror movies. Cats. Or my cat. I like my cat.
Oh, Cecil's trying to rub it in. Yeah, isn't this an interview, B?
I
don't know, C. Why don't you ask D? The Big Large Jason says, the horror show, you are awesome. But this is horror show entertainment.
Ruh-roh.
Shots fired. No, just kidding. You're going down. Okay, so I'm trying to think of some. I'm gonna push the video over the comments so I can actually focus. So, if you were to, when you want to start reviewing movies, do you want to do a certain genre first, or do you want to just go at random, or like even theme weeks or anything, or do you just want to start into reviewing movies at random? Like, oh, I'll review this movie Because I feel like it, or I feel like reviewing this movie today, I'll review that one.
I think if it's a series, I'll probably do the whole run of the series. I have really bad ADD, so I feel like kind of more of me is just like random whatever I'm watching, like I want to talk about it. Um I would, definitely like the full runs like I was saying. I'm pretty kitschy, so I do like, themes. I'm that girl. So I would like to incorporate that into it. Like anytime it's a holiday, I force those around me to watch, like, if I have a movie for that theme that applies, I always watch Happy Birthday to Me on my birthday because I'm just the cheesiest person in the world, you know.
I've actually reviewed that one on my birthday. But if I were to give any advice, don't do like I did and number the reviews, because then you might feel obligated to review a whole series. Like, well, this is review number 10. Well, wait, if I do number 11, wouldn't that mean that it'd have to be a different video or the same kind of movie?
Hmm. That is good advice.
Yeah, I wish I didn't do it.
Oh,
But the only cool thing about that is that I got to review The Omen as review number 666.
that's awesome.
I reviewed all the
That's
books, and then I uploaded my review for the first movie as 666 on June 6th,
mm,
2017.
throw that in there. That's
Yeah,
awesome though.
yeah, but it's funny because it should have been June 6th, 2006, but I didn't have a channel back.
Oh,
Actually, YouTube really wasn't a big thing back then. That's scary. Think
it
about.
really wasn't. Like I feel like I've been watching YouTube for a long time, but I didn't even know that like any of this existed. It was more like I would just watch like makeup reviews, and they had some trailers on there, and just like the stupid channels,
It
but
was
nothing like, or like Jenna Marbles I love watching. But I didn't know there was like actual like horror review channels until like a few years ago, which blows my mind because there are so many people doing it. There are so many big channels, you know.
mm, yeah, and I remember when I first started watching. I think back in late 2005, and all I did was watch Friday the 13th music videos because I hadn't seen those movies up until then. Actually, did I? No, I didn't because I was 13 when I saw them. No, it was 2006. So I was watching tons of Friday the 13th
Oh,
back when they actually could put the full movies on
yeah, yeah. Before
there. I
you
saw,
had to pay them.
yeah, now you have to pay for them if you want them on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to the comments real quick. Big Large Jason says I'm talking about both of you. Why, thank you. I really do appreciate it.
I really like that name. I feel threatened by it, but I like it.
Well, Big Large Jason.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
I mean,
No, we're not going that far. Is that why he has a machete to compensate for something? What?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It brings up tons of topics, that name of his.
It does. It really does. Good choice though.
I mean, it would be even more funny if it was Big Large Machete and be like, why is it called that? It's like, because Jason has a machete. But then you'd have to explain yourself why you're called that.
Yeah, yeah.
Then one day I look at his profile and it's like Big Large Machete. Hey, that's mine. I should say copyright, but I'm never going to use that name. But I really do like Big Large Jason. I should shut up now.
Nah. Nah. Did you run through like a whole bunch of options before you settled on what you wanted to do with your channel and the name and everything?
Um, well, technically, I started in 2012, and the first thing I did was a play-by-play talk over about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was
Mm.
utterly boring.
Oh.
I spent 20 minutes saying like, and um and I don't even know, that video doesn't exist anymore. But then I moved. I have two channels, so then I moved from, and I started with on my other channel posting reviews. And I'm like, if this channel ever gets taken down, I'm never going to be able to have all those reviews put back up, which were like 15 at the time.
Aw.
And so I made this channel, and I've been sticking with what I've been doing ever since. I've just been expanding. But um, you just gotta find your niche. You gotta find what works for you.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like one thing, I wouldn't try to force yourself to do it. If you prefer about doing something else, then definitely do that instead, because your passion will seep through, and you will be able to see it more and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Go with your gut kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who?
I can't. All right. So with what I do for work, I'm so trained to like just ask people questions. I can't stop. I'm sorry.
No, it's no problem. I know what you're talking about, like hairdressers and makeup artists and stuff. They always try to keep their clients entertained while they're doing this long process.
Yeah. And then with my other job, when I'm rooming patients, I have to ask them a whole bunch of questions like about, well, like you're not having symptoms, but I'm acting, I keep jumping to that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. This is your time to shine.
Oh.
Even though I can't think of any questions. I swear I would have done this yesterday. But I'm just telling the people who don't know that I fell asleep for like 20 hours yesterday because of daylight savings time. I blame that. Okay, it works. um, but we were gonna do this yesterday, but I ended up falling asleep for so long that I woke up at 10, went back to bed at 1, woke up at, no wait, I fell asleep at 5, woke up at 10, went to back to bed at 12, woke up at 1, went back to bed, woke up at like 10 the next day. It was terrible.
It happens.
Heather's beauty inside and out says, "Why is Ray so awesome?"
She's the best. Literally. I love her.
It should be, "Why is Brian so awesome?"
We made this bad decision. I think it was like 11:45. It was just like, I didn't eat. Did you eat? Let's go to Taco Bell.
You
And
guys live
then
near each
my husband,
other?
and I'm still like burping, and it tastes like tacos.
Oh, I had eggs this morning. Same results.
Oh.
um,
It's worth it at the time, though.
yeah, and people might not know, but this isn't our actual first live stream. We did one watching The Lost Boys a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That was lots of fun
Yes.
because people are strange. I was gonna write a review for that, but I forgot everything because we were talking through the.
I feel like 80% of it wasn't even like about the movie. We were just like hanging out, which is fine. I had a really good time.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool that when you're watching a movie and you don't have it on the screen, you can just tell people what's going on. It gives
Yeah.
more explanation for what you're doing. I don't know. How can I
Kind
still be this tired?
of.
It tastes like Taco Bell.
Yep. Ugh.
Okay, so Heather's Beauty Inside and Out has asked a question. It is, so what kind of horror things is Ray planning on having on our channel?
Like genre specific or like content?
I'd say content, but if she wants a different answer, I'll let you know.
So I'm a huge sucker for like any kind of 80s horror. I don't know why. It just like I love it so much. I do like, the early 90s slasher stuff. Obviously, that's cool.
Yeah, and she
Um,
clarified, yeah, it's content she wanted to know.
Content. I want to do reviews. I think eventually, trailer reactions. I'd like to try doing like the commentary along because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um, because I'm super into makeup. I wanted to maybe try doing like I probably you don't watch a lot of makeup videos, but they'll do like a get ready with me. But I was thinking I could do like a get ready with me while reacting to something or giving my review about something, doing like a look based off of some aspect of the movie.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like kind of like makeup reviews.
Yes.
Like while you're doing makeup, you can talk about movies and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be
Because like
cool.
I'll be honest, like I don't have a whole lot of time. I have a house to take care of and a family, and I have two jobs. So I want to kind of like, I want to get things out, but I do have limited time. So I wanted to see, how I could incorporate things. And then, like, there are a lot of women that are huge horror fans that I feel, finding a lot more female creators is super, super cool, especially to me being a chick, because I'm like, oh my God, they like the same things I like. And they were talking about makeup as well. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I found people that like the same things I like. I want to bring that out too, but I want, things that'll appeal to everyone. So like everyone, I guess, is like not like I want to please everyone, but I want to have something that everyone could enjoy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like if back to the content question, if you were to do separate segments of different types of videos, would you call them different things, or would they all be underneath the Rayanimator's reviews brand title?
Um, I was thinking about that. I mean, it still technically would be a review, but
Right.
maybe if it became like too far separated, I might make a different thing just to, if you're not into this, just go over there kind of thing. Or like if you're into this, go over there because there's going to be more of that. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and what kind of makeup are you? Like just regular makeup or horror movie makeup, or?
All of it. I love all of
That's
it.
really cool.
It's fun. The whole transformative aspect of it, I really enjoy. Like there's something very empowering about it, even if it's like something really gory and disgusting. You still feel empowered while it's on you. It transforms you, into a different state of being. Kind of like you move differently, you talk differently, you think differently. Like
Either that, or you just get a big rash.
yes, or you get a big rash and you have to go to the doctor, which you would probably still talk differently because your face would be swollen. you
uh,
know.
Heather's Beauty Inside and Out also asks, so makeup is awesome, and the professional stage makeup artistry really does add a great effect to things. At what point is better? At what point is it better to have CGI for effects versus modern makeup applications?
So I definitely prefer practical effects. I'm that guy that's like a big snob about it. Um, there are like you can only go so far sometimes with the practical effects before it's just like that's kind of hokey, and you do need a little something. Like I'm okay if it's mostly practical and they just use like CGI to tweak it, like to like push it past what its limitations could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like with Jaws, like I think that them having the practical shark is what made that movie so believable. And sometimes when they have like the CGI ones, it's going to move in a certain way where you're like, oh, that's CGI. You know what I mean?
I mean, for sharks, I can kind of see CGI working in some spots better because the
Yeah.
shark is more fluent with movement.
Hmm.
Uh, like the Shallows had incredible CGI for their shark. Um,
Yeah.
but something like, let's say, there's so many to choose from. like Sand Sharks has like this crappy CGI shark. It looks like it's made of poop. That's all I can describe.
Actual shit.
Yeah, poop with teeth.
That's isn't that a movie? That's
Monster.
oh my god, Monster. That's amazing. Monster. I love it.
I need to come up with the names like that. The only thing I ever gotten close to for Sci-Fi Channel creatures was a Boa Cuda.
Boa Cuda. That sounds terrifying.
And then after I did that, they made a movie about a creature called Terracuda. And I was like, God damn it.
Stole my idea.
I didn't even have it patented or anything, but they stole it, okay?
Dang it.
Um, oh, that's actually a good segue for another question. Do you like to write, or come up with ideas for movies?
Um, I mean, yeah. I don't think any of them would be any good. But like I've had some thoughts. I don't think I could ever execute them just because I'm way too much of a control freak. I don't think I'd be fun to work with at all. But like I've had some thoughts or like taking a concept and improving upon it, that kind of thing. I'd like to think I'm a pretty artistic person, but I don't know that I could ever, really have it come to fruition, I guess.
I mean, if do you like to write though? I was gonna say because if you ever like to express your ideas about horror movies, you could always write a book, which is what you could probably try to promote underneath your channel too.
Yeah. I like to I guess more so than writing, I like to paint and draw and stuff.
Fits the artistic
Yeah.
aspect of it all.
Like
I,
I can think something up, but I don't know that I could really like express it the way I would want to through words, if that makes sense. I don't know if
yeah,
that
it really does. Yeah, it's kind of hard for some people to convey words through writing. I mean, not writing feelings through words. They express feelings more through art and drawing and stuff.
Oh god, I'm not a freak then, okay. Good.
Huh?
I'm not weird then. I mean I'm weird, but I'm
Oh
not
no
that.
no no. um no, but I can't draw for shit. I took a few art classes. And I'm still taking like a digital art class. So I'm
That's
like, oh my god. And then the teacher finally said that might have to look a little bit more realistic. I'm like, it's a tree.
awesome. Just ask them what their sense of reality is and then be like,
Well, they asked me, does that look like a forest you've ever seen? I'm like, maybe in SpongeBob.
yeah, that counts.
No, but this is more like an art advertising type of thing. So,
Oh, gotcha.
which doesn't make much sense because they have cartoons and advertisements all the time.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I remember getting sent down to guidance a lot when I was in high school
Same.
because certain art projects, like we had like there was a both of the fine arts class and the 2D 3D class, you had to do projects with chairs, and the one was like you couldn't deconstruct the chair and you had to make it into a person, and people are like creating, bodies sitting in the chair, and I took my chair apart and painted it like bones, and my dad helped me make this thing. So, it was hanging there, and they're like, oh, is it a marionette? And I was like, it's a corpse hanging from chains. And they're like, go to guidance. And I'm like, damn it.
That's awesome. They're in
And
like the
then
Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something.
yeah, they hated me. We had to do self portraits with oil paint, which I freaking hate it's really hard to work with because it like never dries. And you had to do a self-portrait, and you had to like get someone to take a picture of you in the school. So I was like crouching in a window, and there's a mushroom cloud behind me that I put in, and they're like, "What is wrong with you?" I don't know. The scenery was boring. I was watching a documentary, and they're like, "Guidance, you're out."
No mushroom clouds for you.
No, no more.
Sorry, I'm just checking something, right? Okay. You hear a phone go off, it's me. My phone, I mean.
Gotcha.
That'd be kind of creepy. If you hear a phone go off, it's me. It's like all of a sudden your phone goes off.
Where are you?
Yeah, I mean, when I was in high school, all I did was draw on notepads, which is the worst thing to do because you have to try to think, like visualize through the lines on the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. That is hard.
Yeah, but that was my forte, and I was terrible at it.
Aw.
Like I'm better at drawing, but it's still hard. You know, like it's hard to visualize. I'm a better writer than a drawer. So
That's good though. You can get, everything out that way. Don't let anyone ever tell you that your art's not good enough, no matter what you do. Just keep doing it.
yeah, no matter what form it is, like video, drawing, writing, it's all art, really.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're popular.
That's the same person trying to get back to me. But sometimes, I get like 4 different messages through. I'll get like 4 different messages. I'll be like, trying to talk to somebody, and all of a sudden I get a few of them from Facebook. I'm like, dude, maybe I should stop accepting everyone's friend request. I actually decided that a long time ago, and I still managed to attract some people who always try to message me. And
Oh,
I'm not mad at them for doing it. I'm just like sometimes I just don't feel like talking.
I know what you mean. You need you time. That's
Yeah,
important.
I mean, it's terrible that I can't watch Blu-rays right now because my Blu-ray player is broken. But I still have DVDs for my computer. Oh, what do you think of like how would you do your reviews? Like how would you present them? Just you talking, or would you add some images and video if you are able to with your software? Or
Um, I think probably starting out, they would probably be just talking because I literally have no idea how to put anything in there. We're working on getting a better laptop. Like this is literally my laptop from school, and it is not good quality. It's pretty bad. So, like once I get, better stuff to work with and I get a little more familiar with software, I would like to make things, more appealing because I know with me, if I'm watching a review, unless the people are super, super engaging and, they don't have anything else, it's kind of like, But if they have a lot of things going on and like, title cards and video and stills and everything like that, that's appealing. That's what you want to see. So I would like to get
yeah, sometimes it's hard. Like even if you just have this and nothing, if people don't like what you're saying or how you're presenting it, they better just look into your collection or your background or something.
What's that?
Hmm?
Can you say I didn't hear you? My heater kicked on.
Oh no, I was saying if you're not really grabbing the person's attention, they might stare off into your collection in the background or everything else you have. Oh, the video's over now? Oh, I was just looking at that. But also, I wanted to give a special announcement. It's up. Oh wait, let me see if these headphones. Okay, yeah, they're right. I thought it had them in opposite.
Oh no.
So it's up to you. But if you want to do your first video in a certain way, like if you want pictures and stuff, you could always send me a link to the video and I can edit it for you.
Aw, you're so nice. Thank you so much. I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll definitely, once I
Yeah.
get it together, I'll let you know.
Yeah, then I could possibly we could do a Google Hangout. Don't have to do it live, but I could show you how to do certain things.
Oh, that's so cool of you.
No
Thank you
problem.
so much.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I started out, I had everything, but I didn't know how to really present it right. Like
Gotcha.
it's kind of similar to the way it is now, but it was a lot shittier quality video.
Oh.
Like you couldn't even see my face; it was all black.
Oh,
I was like the strangers from the strangers. Like, is Tamara home?
you're just mysterious.
Yeah, and I always talked like this, like "Welcome to the horror show," and throughout the whole video, it was terrible.
Oh, that's one thing. My husband was like, "Oh, you should go back and, watch some of your video." And I made it through like 3 seconds, and I was like, "Oh God, that's what I sound like." Like, how do
Yeah,
people listen to that? Like, ooh,
trust me when I say it. The more you hear it, the more you get used to it. And that's the same with other people too.
really?
Yeah, I mean, I used to hate my voice, but also I was younger, so I sounded different.
I know what you mean.
But I think the more you hear it, the more it makes sense. And oh, I'm sorry, Heather's Beauty Inside I had a few questions, and I've been forgetting to answer them.
Uh-oh.
So I'll answer them now. She's passed the up arrows, like, look at my questions. Okay, so let me see where I left off. Uh, okay. Uh, what medium of physical art do you prefer? Clay, paint, drawing, etc.
Mm, I really like drawing and painting. Um, I've tried to work with clay. Um, One of my best friends is incredible with clay, and I have so much respect for all the beautiful things she does, but my hands just literally suck like all the moisture out of clay, and it'll just crumble in my hands. Like I can't work with it. I would love to try sculpting because I think that would be fun. Like I've sculpted like appliance pieces and stuff, just never like actual. Well, no, I guess I have sculpted actual art before with like polymer type stuff. That's
Yeah,
always
yeah, I've done clay a few times. They came out okay. I'm more of the drawing type. I don't really care for paint.
paint gets complicated
Yeah,
and
especially if it's like I remember the kids' books that we used to have where they kind of have an indent, so when you paint, it doesn't go outside the lines.
yeah, can't go
Yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah. And then she also asks, and if you could make a physical art tribute to any movie, what would you make it and why?
I would make it to the Tarman from Return of the Dead because I love him.
His whole 5 minutes of screen time it's awesome though. He really is cool.
He's so cool, and like just the way that he moves and the way that, everything on his face moves when he talks is just like, like he's so freaking cool. And he literally has like 5 minutes, but it's like the best 5 minutes of your life.
Have you seen all the sequels to Return of the Living Dead?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the second one wasn't terrible.
How about the third one? I heard that. I've seen parts of that. That was pretty good, from what I remember.
Is that the one with the love story?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love that one.
Yeah.
And I think I cried at the end of it, and my dad was like, "No, there's
No, what
zombies."
am I supposed to do?
Mm. I thought it was sweet.
Yeah, it's like a Zombie-O and Zombie-ette.
Yeah, yeah. I love Linnea Quigley. I'll profess my love for her, you know.
I mean, I don't hate her as an actress. I just never found the appeal. Like I guess I was just not because I was just a non-80s child.
The boobs. She has really good boobs, like
I don't know.
symmetrical. I don't know. I don't know. The sound of her voice and everything sounds super 80s and awesome,
All I can think of is her role in Night of the Demons.
with the lipstick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or her line, I just want to look good for the boys.
There's a lot of pressures of being a woman, I'll tell you.
Yeah, especially when you're already 25 and in a horror movie about teenagers.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's the one thing I don't like about some of the 80s movies is that it's so like stereotypical with chicks. Like I don't care what boys think about me, and I don't think other people should care, but that was the time. That was their mindset.
And that was the fashion.
Yes. Oh, the fashion. We love the 80s fashion.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably do something with my hair to make it look pretty 80s, but then it probably would stay that way forever with all the hair products they had.
Oh my God. Like Steve from Stranger Things, you could do that. Just the like huge
Mullet.
Yes.
I still have to watch Stranger Things. I'm sorry.
You still haven't watched it?
I'm sorry.
Oh no. It's good. You'll like it. I mean, I hope you'll like it. I liked it.
Yeah, I actually I went to Rock and Shock, which is a horror convention in Worcester, and I bought the whole first season. And I found out it was a bootleg.
Ooh.
But no, it still had it. I wanted the official release, and I never got around to getting it after that.
Gotcha.
I still need to watch the '80s TV series Werewolf, which I have somewhere.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Actually, the cover is really awesome. Which is why I'll try to find it for you because it is amazing. Found it. That was easy. All right, so this is the cover for Werewolf.
Oh, that looks awesome.
It's an '80s TV show. It has all 27 episodes.
Nice.
Really cool.
You'll have to let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I've heard it was pretty good with a really cool werewolf.
There need to be more cool werewolves.
I know there need to be less pussy vampires. Not like Twilight and True Poo Blood or whatever.
True Poo Blood. I never understood the appeal of Twilight.
I mean, I don't hate True Blood as much as Twilight, I should say, but it's just vampires and over eroticism.
I'm all for that, just not the way they did it. It was, I don't know.
I mean, it's funny because when me and my dad and family all watched it, it was like a family night thing. We'd always make fun of how they have sex, like rabbits, but like.
There's no love there.
It was just funny to watch it, and my dad just laughs every time.
Oh my God.
Want to hear a really weird but funny story?
Yes.
I used to sleep downstairs because we had a futon and I loved it. But one night I hear moaning, and I turn around and I see my dad watching a porn show and laughing the whole time. I was like, "Is this what you do when I'm asleep? Just laugh at porn?"
That's amazing.
It's the funniest thing. I thought he was doing something else, but he was just laughing at the sounds they were making. It's like, oh my God, I'm not even gonna watch.
Your dad sounds like a fun guy.
He can be, but he's kind of quiet. But we've been in the same house for so long, that he gets used to people, and then he laughs all the time.
That's good. That's better than alternative.
He loves to quote Jaws and Tremors, the whole Tremors series.
Nice.
Tremors. I grew up with Tremors. I forgot about that.
Oh my God. I remember that used to always be on like USA or something.
Or Sci-Fi Channel, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for part 6 coming out.
Isn't that soon? That's coming out?
May 1st.
Ooh, that's coming up.
Mm. And then Deep Blue Sea 2 in April, which Cecil is not happily looking forward to.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
I've watched the trailers so many times. I have faith in it now. I'm like, not tons of faith, but enough to get by.
Gotcha.
It
Enough.
could be decent.
Yeah, yeah,
It could be something, you know. But I mean,
yeah. No,
first one was
totally.
great.
Oh my God, the first one was so good.
Yeah, easily my second favorite shark movie.
Nice.
I'm hoping that Meg dethrones The Shallows as my third favorite shark movie.
I cannot freaking wait for that. That
I heard
looks
that
good.
I heard the trailer comes out sometime this week. Because Cecil said that on Steve Alton's message board or whatever, he said he thought it was March 15th, but he says it's not official yet.
Mm-hmm. All of the concept art just looks like I'm hoping it's not one of those situations where they trick you into things by having a good picture, you know?
Yeah,
But just like, oh.
that should be your first video, a trailer reaction to Meg. You'll get tons of views. Get it right when it comes out.
Yeah. I'm so bad with seeing movies while they're in the theater because I never want to go like opening weekend because I'm not good around a whole lot of people. And I'm like, okay, no, second weekend it's still gonna be packed, and then it's like I'm just gonna wait for it to come out on Redbox or something. But
Yeah,
I should really make an effort.
I mean, that's how it was with Death Wish. We thought nobody was going to be there, but there was a packed theater pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it hasn't been doing that great at the box office, so maybe 5 people will show up, more like 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a great crowd actually. I usually don't get that, but everyone was going oh and ooh in some parts.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to wrap it up because my friend's gonna be here soon. She kind of just told me last minute.
Oh, no worries.
I was like, thanks for letting me know. She's like, be there soon. I'm like, yeah, how soon? But yeah, we'll definitely do this again sometime.
Sounds good.
And brain fart. So I'll do my outro and I'll mention you and Mark is spoiling. Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Entertainment. Make sure to check out Rayanimator's YouTube page, which I put in the description below, and to leave comments and check out my Facebook page in the description below and subscribe. Say bye.
Bye.